video. Now this presentation is going to be a presentation of the Silat Mubay usage of the Kerambit. Now for this video I'm going to be using this travel wrench Kerambit, which is made by Dayton Kelly Warden. I use this as a training tool because it is very, very efficient and because I carry it as well. Okay, it's meant as an impact weapon, impact Kerambit, that's what it's called. Okay, so I advocate using this tool because I think it's very, very good and it's very useful. So anybody who wants to, you can get it freely anywhere on the internet, okay? Or you can use any kind of makeshift Kerambit or anything that you want to use. The real one is a little bit too dangerous, so I wouldn't go with that one if I were you, okay? So get yourself one of these trainers, okay? They cost about, I don't know, $10 or something like that, US, and you can pick them up anywhere and you can have a really good time with them. Now, in this presentation, for the Silat Mubay Kerambit, this comes from the monkey fighting system, which is like a subsystem within Silat Mubay. Okay? And what we're going to be dealing with is lethal and non-lethal application of this tool. Okay? I'm going to be working with my student over here, Emir Sudafang, and we're going to be going through some techniques, some takedowns. We're going to go through drills, different things that you can use, things that you can actually use and not fancy kind of things, but real life kind of problems that we can take care of, as well as looking at some kind of real life crime situations and let's say terrorist situations or whatever you want, and how we can use this weapon in the most efficient manner and get the job done so that we can protect ourselves, protect our family members, people around us, and people who need our help. Because essentially that is our job. As Silat men and women, that is our job, to take care of people. Okay? And we're going to be learning how to use this tool to do that and do it very, very well. Thank you very much, and welcome to our presentation. Salam. Now we're looking at lesson number 1, which is going to be dealing with 12 basic attacks that we're going to be using with the Kerambit, and at the same time, 3 count combinations. Okay? Now, first of all, the 12 basic attacks that we have, I'm going to attack him, just going straight anatomy position there. I'm going to go and attack him now. Now, the first one we're going to do is we're going to hook into the neck over here, the side of the neck. I'm going to hook in, and I'm going to pull through. Okay? Now remember, the Kerambit has a hook here, so it's a very effective way to use it is to hook, and not just cut. Hook and rip through with the blade. Okay? So we're hooking and ripping through with the blade. Hooking and ripping through with the blade. Look at my footwork now for a second. I'm emphasizing the footwork here because this is the first one we're going to learn. It's just twisting footwork like this. I'm turning this way and this way. What this does essentially is get my full body power into the movement. Okay? So it's like when a boxer punches you. He's not going to punch you like this. He's going to punch you with his full body power. It's exactly the same concept that we have in Silat Mubay. Okay? We use our full body power, and the rotation comes from our hip power, and we put our full body power into the movement, even if it's with a blade. Okay? You try and get full power into the movement first. Now, first one's coming, hooking, coming down like an X. Here, other side. Okay? I use my secondary hand to touch him, just as reference. Okay? Now I'm hooking, stomach, hook through. Stomach, other side, hook through. Next one is coming down. I'm coming into my low monkey position over here and hooking into the leg and ripping up into the femoral artery, ripping up. Coming up, second place over here and ripping up. Okay? The femoral artery again. So we have 5 and 6. Number 7, I'm coming up and I'm stabbing straight into the stomach over here. This can be a stab here, can be a stab to the face, a stab to the neck, a stab to anywhere. A stab to the hand that I'm trapping, anything that I want to do with it. It's just the concept of stabbing. Okay? Using this blade straight to stab. 7 goes in here. 8 is coming up, any kind of a hooking motion, quickly coming up. Like I hook in here and I pull up. I hook in here and I pull up. Okay? And 8 comes down the other way as well. I'm hooking in here, going through to the subclavian artery. I'm hooking into the face and ripping down. I'm hooking into the body, pulling down. I'm hooking into the arm and pulling out. All these kind of hooks this way. Okay? Now, that's number 8. Number 9 opens up. And we're using it as a whip now. Hitting, hitting. I can hit him on the face. I can hit him on the body. I can hit him on the arm. Whatever I want to do. I can use the blade to slap him. Okay? Just to get his attention for a while, slapping with it. So I'm hooking here and here. Now number 10, I'm going positive, negative, and hitting the body. Pushing on this side, pulling on this side. Turning it. And the Kerambit is already loose. I loose the blade, and I cut through here, this way. And I'm keeping this here as my buffer zone. Okay? Because I always want to get him away from me once I've done the job on him. Okay, it's a concept in Salat Mubay. Never keep a dying man next to you. Okay, it's a tactical withdrawal to keep him away from you. Because even if he's dying, he can still finish you if he really wants to. He can still keep on coming. Okay, so we finish him off and we keep that buffer zone so we can get him away and create distance between us and the dead guy, even if he's a dead man walking. Then I turn again. I'm coming down here, and this time I'm going to the inside of the leg, by the Achilles, okay? And I'm cutting through to immobilize him so that he cannot walk anymore. This is a gentleman's cut. I don't want to kill him. I'm just immobilizing him over here, okay? Now, close it in again, bring it in, tight position. Now I come up. When I want to create combinations with this, okay? I'm looking at 3 count combinations. The worst thing you can do is, for example, come number 3, okay? Here, I cut him one time and I'm like, oh yeah, everything's great. That's the worst thing you can do. Look at things in 3 count combinations, okay? So, example, he comes with the number 3. I'm going to cut him here, and now I'm coming in and finishing the job before I go for my takedown, okay? So, I'm doing everything 3 counts. Now, I'm going to come in, I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3 in the stomach. Okay, keep the blade down, just relax now. And we're going to do this in a simple drill with absolutely no aggression from him at all, okay? So just 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm hooking up over here, okay? I can even come this way down, smacking him down across the head, this way, okay? Across the head. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm just playing around with his body, and I move all around his body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. This time I'm coming into him and pumping this into the side over here while I'm controlling him. Pumping it into the side. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Coming straight up into the ass. Okay? So these are all different things. You create yourself 3 count combinations. Don't get stuck in a drill. Just get stuck in free movement of 3 counts. Okay? So don't go, okay, now this one, and then this one, and this. No. Be natural and flow with it. Okay? And let it go naturally. You'll see you'll have a much better technique later on. Okay? Lesson number 1. Salam. Now we're in lesson 2. Now what we're looking at now is monkey lankas. As I said before, this comes from a subsystem within Salat Mubay, which is the monkey system, and that's where we use the Kerambit blade. So some of the entries will be a little bit more Salat monkey style. Okay? Now, first of all, you go into fighting position. Okay? Now, my first entry is going to be over here. This is going to be my first monkey lanka where I'm coming to the inside. Okay? Simple entry like this. The second one, I'm coming over here, this way. Okay? The next one, I'm going to go on top of the foot this way and control from there. And then number 4, I'm going to hook in the side here, and I'm going to slide straight into him. Okay? Right inside like this. Now we're going to turn over here so you can see it close up. I'm going to come in, I'm going to hook, and I'm sliding right next to him here. And my elbow is really getting right up into him. My body is right into him. We're almost hip to hip here. Okay? And my elbow is in the middle of his chest. Again, this way, hooking in, and my elbow's in the middle of his chest here, okay? And my blade here, and this here. Okay? Now, for the first one, I'm coming in here. I'm going to do any attack and come in. It doesn't matter what it is. He has his blade up. I'm going to pass it down, and I'm going to come any attack and come in. The second one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come any attack, and I'm going to come in. Okay? And now, I'm going to do the next one. I'm going to come any attack, and I'm going to come in. And then the fourth one, I'm going to come in, any attack, here, okay, once I've jammed that, okay. Now, how do we use these lankas, okay? The first one, obviously, is a trip where I'm going to pull out, okay. So I'm coming in, I'm trapping the hand, I'm coming in, it can be any position that I end up with, I'm going to trap this and I'm going to take this foot out. Now, after I have my attack, I'm going to take this foot away from him to destroy his balance. And then I have this kind of a lock over here that I can work with. Okay? It's a very simple lock to get. I have this kind of lock this way. And then he has his hand up because he knows I'm going to go and knee him into the face. Okay? So I can knee him into the face this way, or I can kick out the leg the entire way and just start cutting over here with my kerambits. Okay? Or coming in here, locking this over there, and sticking this here and ripping out this way. Or sticking it in the side here and cutting all the way down. Come closer here. Once you have this locked over there, stick inside and cut all the way down the leg. Okay, it's another nice advantage of the Kerambit. You can do things like that very easily. Okay, now the second one here. The second one, I'm coming in, any kind of attack, again controlling over here, and I'm going to take it out this way now. Okay, so I've made him lose balance this way. Okay, now if he doesn't go down all the way, I just keep on going. Keep on going. Okay, but all the time you see me sticking close to that blade, and this is going to plunge down into his body now, and it's going to cut out and disembowel. Okay. Now, number 2 again, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to rip this out, doesn't come down all the way, doesn't matter. I make it go, and then rip this out. Okay. Now, number 3. This is a simple step on the foot over here. This is a very, very sneaky one that people don't think about. I've broken people in half with this technique. They don't think about that because stepping on people's feet is not something your mommy always told you to do. Okay? She always told you not to do it, so you're not used to do it mentally. Okay? So stepping on a person's foot and then jacking them up this way is a very, very good technique to use, very easy to use. Okay? So when you're fighting, step on the foot and then start cutting. Then you can spike his knee over here, jab this into his throat. Okay? So, again, I come in any kind of a technique. Here, controlling, spiking this, jabbing this into his throat. I can loose the Kerambit from here also, okay? And use it and cut, contour cut all the way around. Contour cut, break, and move. Okay? Next one, number 4. Number 4, I'm doing some kind of a technique where I can come in close. Come in number 3, please. Attack number 3. Come here, and now I'm coming in this way, okay? And I'm just shifting here. Again, I have the arm controlled. I'm always controlling the blade arm. Okay, come in. Now you see number 4, I switched it a little bit there. I didn't come in and hook because the leg was already there. So I just moved into the position. That's all. Okay. But if the leg is in the proper position for me to hook, I'll do the same thing, hook it inside, and then bring him down. Okay? And then cut through, cut through, cut through, stab. Finish. Okay? Now, number 4 again. Coming in here, controlling, stepping around, and loosing it down here. Okay? Lock it in, cut through, stick it in, cut through, break the foot over here, break the ankle. Okay? Now, simple way, here, hook inside, push it through. Now I can even do my old style last turn. Right, come here and I turn this way. Just turn my feet right over. Okay? Turn here and cut, cut, cut. When I move. Okay? That's 1 to 4. Salams. Now we're on our lankas again for lesson number 2. Now, what we're looking at now, lanka number 5, 6, and 7. Now for lanka number 5, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be getting again into my low monkey position. It can be anywhere close to the body. Okay? Now, I'm using the body and I'm going either to the inside to hook the leg or I'm going to the outside to hook the leg. Okay? Now from this position, I'm going to bring my leg around over here and I'm going to pull down this way. Okay? I'm going to pull down and hook the leg like this as I bring him down. And again, while he's coming down, I'm cutting. You see how difficult it is for his leg to come and to get out of this? Because I'm really hooking it down this way. So I have the leg in the perfect position to start cutting, hooking, punching him over here, stabbing, coming to the inside of the leg this way. And he doesn't have much on me because most people's strong side is their right side. Okay? He doesn't really have much on me. So when he tries to come with his knife this way, I'm in this kind of a position now where I can really jack him up. Okay? This kind of a position. Okay, this kind of a position. Right? Now, I'm in my low position again. This time I can come to the inside here. And this time I'm falling down with him into his groin. I'm falling with my Kerambit into his groin. Okay? And I'm just riding through, and coming through with the Kerambit from the groin, and riding through, coming up, riding through. Okay? Again. I'm coming in, I'm going to the outside, hooking through, cutting, locking, opening, everything. Or I'm coming from the inside, this way, I get some kind of a cut, I come from the inside this way, and I fall into the groin, and I ride through and make my way up. I can put my leg on here also to control the weapon, put my leg on there, ride my way through, and really jack him up from here. Okay? Even if he wants to hit me with this hand, try and hit me from this hand, it doesn't matter. Okay? My Kerambit comes this way, I take it this way now, switch. Okay? Here. Okay? Come through. Cut. Hook. Very strong guy. Double force. Into the throat. Cut through. Okay? There we go. Number 5. Next. Number 6 is going to be any kind of rear control. Let's say, for example, here, he asked me some kind of control this way. I have my Kerambit in my pants or whatever it may be. Okay? I'm going to take my blade, I'm going to stick it inside of his leg. Okay? This is not a good thing to do, because maybe I'm going to cut myself very, very easily. Okay, I slip and I cut myself. It's not a good idea to stab myself. Into the leg. Cut down and put your foot in the back. Okay, this way. Now I'm going to cut, force my way out while I'm cutting through. Force my way out. And go through. Okay? Now, that again. Here. I take out my blade, I loose it. Here, stab it inside. Now he screams a little bit, scream a little bit. Oh, pain. Okay? Hook this around. And force my way out into his leg. Force my way out. And I can even pull it out this way now. Now I'm in the perfect position to land right into his groin. And now we have a fight. Now he's in a really bad position. Okay? Even with these hands up here, it's not going to be very long before I come through. Okay? It's only a matter of time. And hook this through. It's only a matter of time. Okay? Now come up again. Now, that is number 6. Okay? So again, he grabs me. Here, I hook through. Here. And cut through. Cut through. Okay? And number 7. Number 7, pushing through, kicking. Kicking and contour cutting this neck. Okay? Anytime I'm taking a guy from the back, turn around please. I want to take his balance. Okay? Now I take his balance here, I kick through, or I can stick him one time first, okay? Stick him one time, really quickly into the liver, okay? Or the kidneys. Stick him one time, kick through here, contour cut this. Bring him right onto your knee, display him on your knee, and contour cut his throat this way. Okay? And finish this, and just go. Withdraw. Okay? Again, one more. Come in, here, kick through, contour cut. Cut out. Even if his last breath comes to grab me, okay? Come to grab me, doesn't make any difference. Cut through. Cut through. Finish. Finish. Salam. Now we're on lesson number 3. Now, for lesson number 3, what we're doing is looking for the counters. Now that we have some footwork and we know the basic 12 attacks and the combinations with those attacks, we're going to look at the counters to those attacks. Okay? Now, for the counters, we're going to be using attacks, counter attacks. We're going to be using parrying, and we're going to be using distraction and evasions and things like that. Okay, but that's going to be really the core of it. It's going to be parrying, it's going to be counter-attacking, and it's going to be evasions. Because in real life, that's mostly what you're going to use. Distractions are good, but it's a little bit more difficult unless you're skilled. But at the beginning, it's better just to try and get evasion into it because it's a more natural reaction. Okay. Now, for example, number 1, he comes to the number 1 slowly. Now, any kind of attack coming up over here, okay, I can just step out and I can cut it. I want to hand hunt a little bit now, okay? I want to hurt this arm as much as possible. Anytime I have the weapon arm, I want to hurt it as much as possible and slow it down. I'm not trying, this is not going to stop him. Many people will teach you this. They cut the arm and then he's going to drop the knife or some crap like that. That doesn't happen in real life. I've never seen anybody die from defensive wounds, first of all. Okay? Like, for example, here, I cut your arms up and then you, oh my God, it's all over for me. No, it doesn't happen like that. This guy, I can cut up his arms totally and he still can fight me. Okay? So don't believe that, especially if he's wearing some jackets or something. He'll take it like a man. He'll take that cut and he'll keep on attacking you. So make sure you think about that. Okay? So what I want to do is slow it down a little bit. But if I do cut him, it's going to slow down and weaken this arm. He's not going to be any kind of James Bond anymore with this Kerambit. He's going to be a slacker. And that's what I want. I want to fight a slacker. I don't want to fight James Bond. I want to make him a slacker first. Okay? And that comes by injuring the weapon arm. So, here, I'm going to come and I'm going to cut this. Okay? This way. Now, this is my first counterattack. Comes in, okay? I'm cutting it this way, and then we said 3 counts, right? So here's 1, and then 2, and then 3. And I give him a kick into the knees. And then I can come down and do a takedown. Okay? Any takedown I want to do. Simple takedowns are the best takedowns. No fancy stuff. Just drag him and pull him down. Okay? Nothing beautiful about it, nothing great about it. Just drag him and pull him down and kick him in the head. Simple as that. Now, number 2 he's going to come in. Okay, come in number 2. I stop it up this way, close. Okay? This is another way I can do it. Stop it up this way, close. Pull down onto him and cut. Okay? This is something I've used it in real life. My brothers use it in real life. It's people will tell you, don't put your arm up there. Well, you know what? Close quarters, I can't get away. I'm putting my goddamn arm up there. Imagine trying to do something like this, where I'm going to try and use my knife perfectly to angle this. Forget about it. Put your damn arm up there and then cut him. Okay? If you don't want to kill him, stick it in his mouth and cut through his mouth then. Okay? Stick it inside, rip out his cheek. I guarantee you his mother won't like him anymore. And he's not going to be thinking so much about this fight. Right? So he comes in number 1. I cut. I do any technique I want to do. He comes in number 2. I stop it. I cut, and I do any technique I want to do. Okay? Number 3, he's going to come in this way. I'm going to use this like as scissors now. Okay? I'm going to pass this over, move my body away a little bit, and I'm going to cut his arm over here when I'm coming through. And then I can just hit it and come through. Okay? So, and move away. Okay? So what I'm doing here now, cut through, here, hitting this arm away, sticking this inside, and I'm cutting through, disemboweling. Sticking this inside, cutting through, disemboweling. We said tactical disengagement, right? This is very important in Salat Dubai. Even a dying man can kill you. Tactical disengagement. So, I have this, stab it inside, get him away from me after I've got the kill. Let him bleed to death over there. He doesn't need me to do it. Okay? So, keep him over there. Now, that's number 3. Again, you can do with any kind of attack. Come in, 3. Here, here, and now I go low. And then I push him away. Okay? It can be anything. You choose. Now, number 4, I'm using the back side of the blade this time. Back side of the blade, opening this up, contrapting and cutting as I go for my takedown. Okay? Again, come number 4. Here. Cutting and parrying. Cutting, parrying, and coming in with this, hooking in here, and then bringing him down this way as I cut. Control and step, or control and step. Okay? Now, number 5, come up number 5. Now number 5 coming this way, you can pass it up this way, or if it's a really tight number 5, like here, okay, you'll probably just want to move out, okay? Move out. And then maybe you can get a cut like this, or get a swipe on the eye or whatever. So when it comes to the fast number 5, you've got to try and swipe him in the eye. Because most people don't put it far out. They'll just do really fast uppercuts like this. It's hard to do any kind of arm maneuvers, okay? So evasion will save you there more than anything else, okay? Number 6, coming the other way, 5 and 6, same thing. If it's a little bit slower because I hurt his arm, okay, I'll pass it out and hit him, jack him up on the face here and hit him, okay? But maybe not, okay? But number 6 again, evasion will save me more than anything. Just get your freaking way out of the way. If anything that comes in, get your body out of the way, okay? So that's 1 to 6. Salam, we're on lesson number 3 still. Now we're looking at the rest of the counters again. Now number 7 is punching straight into my stomach. He's punching straight into my stomach slowly. I'm going to stop it down like this. Like I said, I've never seen anybody die from these kind of arm wounds. Okay? So don't worry about doing it. You don't have to do it like this all the time. Whatever the situation needs. Okay? Sometimes when it comes in, I'm going to get it like this. Because this is a trained response, and it's better because I don't have anything here that's going to really get hurt if I'm doing this, okay? So it's better like that. Or it can be this way, okay? But it doesn't really make much difference, All right? Any which way that's going to save your life is what you're going to be doing. Okay? So when it comes in number 7, I'm going to stop it this way, and then I'm going to cut, I'm going to move. Okay? And I'm going to try and get some kind of multiple attack and disengage from him. Okay? Now it comes in again, here, I'm going to stop it, or I can stop it even with the Kerambit. When it comes in, I can stop it with the Kerambit, come through, and then cut through when I'm going. Okay? We can do it in this way also. So again, comes in, here, I cut through, I hit it, come through this way, turn around this way, cut through on the leg, and then kick through and move. Okay? That is also a viable option. Okay? So that is for number 7. You have to play with it and then try and figure out the best way that's good for your body. Okay? Now, number 8. Number 8 is coming upwards this way and downwards this way. Come in, upwards this way. How difficult is it? Some people will show you do something like this. Wow. Yeah, that's great. In a drill, this works fine, and we can pass this. Yeah, this is very beautiful in a drill. In real life, I'm not getting in the way of that knife. Guess what I'm doing? I'm moving my big ass back. Okay? That's the best thing to do. Evasion will save your life, not a fancy technique. Now, he comes with this number 8. I move back. Okay? I move back. Even if my hand is there and I tried to do it and I missed, but I move back. And now I come in. Okay? So after he's extended himself, that's when I come in. Same thing with the overhand. Come in, overhand. Okay? This kind of overhand coming, hooking over this way. This is a very hard technique to try and counter, but it's easier than the one coming from down. Okay? I can pass it out this way, maybe. Come in, overhand again. I want to stay out of the way. Okay? So, remember that. Evasion on that one will save you more than anything. Now, number 9, the slap. The slap, when it comes to slap me, I can move because it's coming usually from a higher angle to my face. A slap on my leg, it's not really going to do much. If he's going to use a slap, it's going to be a slap across the face. It's going to be a slap like this. Okay? So when it comes for a higher level, I'm going to use it, I'm going to cut. Okay? And I'm going to go in for my attacks. Okay? So that is number 9. Number 10 now. This is something people always now ask me. What happens when a guy tries to turn me? Try and turn me. Lock the arm. Lock the arm, okay? Come in for a fast turn. He cannot turn me for this Jura Muhammad turn, where I turn like this and I cut your throat. Yeah, excellent technique, but you cannot turn when the arms have been locked. Lock it at the elbow over here. It becomes very instinctual after a while. Lock it at the elbow, you have this kind of elbow bar over here, okay? Now, we're going to do the show quickly. Go. Lock it up here, and then bring your Kerambit in here. Okay? But the truth is, with this technique, if somebody tries to pull it on you, most probably you're so jacked up you won't be able to do anything anyways. Okay? Because this is not a technique that you pull on a fresh man. You're going to beat him up first, and then you're going to do this before you finish the job on him. Okay? That's how it's going to work. So it's not an opening technique. Okay? So number 10 again comes in, and I'm stopping it and collapsing and trapping the arms over here. Just stopping, and I'm doing the same thing to him, except I'm arm barring him here, this way. Okay? If I'm still sane enough to do it. Okay? I'm going to arm bar him over here, and then cut through with my Kerambit, and then do some kind of other technique. Number 11. Number 11 now, he's turned me over here, and he's ripping me from the back. Again, once you get into this kind of position, there is not much you can do. If you can run, run. I'm not going to show you any cool back kicks and mule attacks and whatever. No. Get your ass away from the blade coming up it. Okay? Simple as that. So turn it over, and when he's coming, if you're still sane enough, that's right. He's got the right technique right there. If you still can manage. But like I said, these are finishing techniques. So anybody who's got that on you, most probably you're too busted up to know it's over. Okay? Say goodbye to your life. Now, next one, number 12. Okay? Now, when we're coming over for this one, number 12, we're going to turn him around again, and then we're going for the low cut over here. Now, this is something people, even when a guy is halfway fresh and you cut him across the arm, and then you come down here, move the arm, move the leg right into the guy, okay? You can move away like this. If it's right coming, you can move your leg away, okay? But if your leg is there already and he's coming around, bring your leg up into my face right away, okay? If you can feel, I've done this in full contact, okay? So it is something but you have to be fast. You have to practice, you have to do full contact. If you don't do full contact sparring with the knife, you will never, ever, ever in you or your mother's or children's life be able to pull off this kind of techniques. Okay? Never. You must fight if you want to be a fighter. Okay? So those are number 7 to number 12. Think about it, practice it, and go easy. So now we're on lesson number 4. Lesson number 4, we are dealing with monkey style takedowns. Okay. Now your normal takedowns, there are all kinds of different variations of grabbing a person and putting him down, right? But monkey style takedowns are a little bit sneaky, I would say. Okay. So they work very, very quickly. They're very easy. Apart from what people think, monkey style is difficult. It's not in Silat Mumbai. It is a very, very simple system, but it is a little bit sneaky. Okay, so now what we're going to do first, we're going to be looking at a takedown. This is a very simple kind of takedown that everybody's seen already, but we're going to put the variation into it. Okay, the first one is going to be a head throw takedown. Now, I can do any attack where I have this caught in here. I have this control over here, and I'm going to control over here, and I'm going to smash him into the side of me, okay? But this time, instead of me pushing this down to him, because look, when I turn him, and I bring him down, okay, he lands in this kind of a position, okay? I want him to land inside between my legs, okay? So, because we said monkey system is a closed system, it's 11 blind. So, after I cut, I bring him down over here, and I'm going to bring my leg around here, this way. And I'm going to shift it right into me. So now he's locked in between my legs when he comes down, okay? He's locked in between my legs, so come and try and get up again. Even if he tries and muscles his way out, he's locked between my legs, and I have his arm trapped, and I have this into his neck over here, ready, okay? So, what I'm doing, I can do any kind of attack here, bring him down, I'm going to knee him into the face, and I'm going to bring this leg and hook it around over him. Again, this is the monkey system, right? I'm going to bring it down over him, and I'm going to push this through, and this is going to lock him into my legs. It's going to lock him in here. And now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to cut through this way, or I'm going to cut through this one, or I'm going to hook him inside of the neck and cut through, okay? Or hook it into the subclavian artery, into the collarbone over here, go down to the subclavian artery, and rip the bone out, okay? By using my force, falling down and ripping that bone out, okay? Now, this is one kind of takedown that we have. I'll show you again one time quickly. When it comes in number 3, here, comes in, bang, I bring it over here and get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Okay? And I always have this trapped. Okay? It's all very, very difficult to disarm a Kerambit. I don't care about disarming anyways. My disarm is this. Okay? My disarm is this. Cutting the whole arm off. Okay? That's disarm. So I don't worry about trying to disarm it. Even if you wanted to, it's too difficult with the Kerambit. Forget about it. Just cut it off. Okay? Now the second one, okay? Any kind of body grabbing. Simple, simple lock. Okay? For example, here, it comes in number 3. Here, I have him unlocked here. Again, with the Kerambit, I have the advantage where I can control. Okay? So I'm going here and I drag him down. And now I bring him this way. Simple lock on the body. Just grabbing the arm. Okay? That's a takedown too. Another one, he comes in number 1. Here. And I just grab him the back of the head. I grab him the back of the head here. And I push his head down to the ground this way. Okay? And again, I'm bringing this onto the weapon to control the weapon. Pushing him into the ground over here. And then I can insert this inside, finish the job. Okay? These are body drag, simple takedowns within Silat Mumbai. These are all one-handed, two-handed takedowns. They're very, very simple. Okay? Another one you can use. Now, comes in number 3. Hooking it this way, locking it here, controlling and breaking this. Okay? Breaking this, pulling down, straight down. Pull straight down. Control here, come up with your Kerambit and hook into the neck. And cut out. And smash this down again. Okay? We're using both our body and the weapon. Okay? So now, again, number 3. Breaking this here, breaking this here. Okay? Bringing him down. And then cutting up this way. Again, controlling over here, control point number 2, which is the humerus. Okay? And controlling, cutting down. And then hammering down again. Now, next one is going to be where I'm down in my monkey position, I'm using a double force. Okay? Now, anytime I'm close to him, if I try this, maybe he's very strong, so I use double hand. I strike him down, double hand this way. Hook this back. Here, this way. Okay? And then I can fall down with him and lock him up and finish the job here. Okay? I don't need to worry about this so much because I'm killing him right now. Okay? Hook it inside and kill. Okay? Again, I'm in close over here. I have some kind of strike over there. I'm coming inside. I can even hook it in this way. Okay? If it doesn't go all the way, push it in with your secondary hand, secondary force. Okay? Push it inside of him, rip it through. Let him fall down. Control the arm. And go. Cut through. Cut through. Okay? And the last one comes from Juru Satu with the blade. Okay? Comes in. This is a little bit more difficult where I'm coming around, sticking it inside of him, falling down this way, and turning. And inserting. And ripping. That's something you need to play with. Okay? So, you can try that one out, but try the first three first, they're the easiest ones. Salam. Now we are looking for lesson number 5. Okay. Now this drill, this is an assault drill, a monkey assault drill. Okay. Now I can do any kind of takedown. First of all, I can do a takedown double-handed this way. Put him down, get my kill, and leave him there. Okay, sprawl up, and like this. Or I can do, come up, a simple takedown. Okay. Single-handed takedown, where I'm just grabbing his head like this and pushing him down to the ground this way, okay, and getting the kill and leaving him there, okay. Doesn't matter how you get the person down, but do any kind of takedown and put the guy on the ground. Stay there. Now this drill is coming from the monkey system again. What we're going to do, we're going to come down, and now I'm going to use my feet to stomp different parts of his body. So one, I'm going to stomp here, and then I'm going to come down and get some kind of technique, okay. 2, I'm going to stomp into the groin, I'm going to come down and get some kind of technique. 3, I'm going to stomp into the arm, I'm going to come down and get some kind of technique. 4, I'm going to stomp into the face, I'm going to come back down here and get some kind of technique. 5, come into the body, I'm going to come back down here and get some kind of technique. Okay? This is a natural thing. It's not something that you need to make into a perfect precision. It's something where you just need to use your idea and drill. Different slashes that you like to use, okay? It's very, very natural movement, okay? So, this is using my feet, okay? The next version of this that you're going to be doing is using your knees, okay? So we start off in our monkey position again. I come up here and bang, 1 time into the face, and 1, 2, and 3. Next one, here, up, down onto the body again with my knee, and 1, 2, and 3. Next one, here, into the groin, and 1, 2, and 3. Next one, here, onto the arm, and 1, 2, and 3. And last one, here, down, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Very, very simple drill that you can use, monkey jumping drill. Okay? Now, come up, please. Again, just do it from here. Another exercise you can do, if you're by yourself, 1, just like this by yourself, and imagine yourself a target there. Okay? Very simple drill, but you got to remember there's a principle behind this. Every time that I put my opponent onto the ground, it is going to be after I have hurt this person. Nobody's going to fall down voluntarily unless they're hurt or they're somehow, they trip because of the environment or whatever. Okay? So, when he's down there now, I'm going to use this to my advantage and I'm going to use my knees and my feet. Here, 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 or even here. This way, where I just jump down, go down with both of my knees when he's down like this. No. Just like this. And wreck him like this. Okay? It's just a matter of using my imagination. Oh, sorry. And that's that. Okay, play with it a little bit, have some fun with that. Salam. Now we're looking at lesson number 6. Now in lesson number 6, it's going to be a little bit more theoretical. Okay. Now, first of all, we're going to look at body sectors. Okay. Now, body sector, anatomical position, please. Now, body sector is the different parts of the body that I'm going to mentally cut my opponent into. Okay. Now, the different parts of the body. First of all, I'm looking at the vertical center line. The vertical center line cuts my opponent down straight through the middle. Okay? Like this, the vertical center line. The next is the horizontal center line, which cuts my opponent straight through the middle again, this way. And then we have absolute center, where the belly button is. Okay? The navel. That is absolute center. Now I know the center of this body. Okay? So now I have these 4 places now. I have sector number 1, which is over here and covering all this part of the body. I have sector number 2, that is covering all this part of the body. Sector number 3, which is covering all this part of the body, and sector number 4, which is covering all this part of the body. Now, and it's very, very important to sector your opponent like that. See your opponent in pieces. Don't see your opponent into some big giant animal. Okay? Like, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm bigger than him. So when somebody looks at me, they automatically think, whoa, Hossein is such a big guy. He's 215 pounds and blah, 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 blah. But actually, I'm just a big piece of meat that can be taken down exactly the same way as he can. And he can take me down just as quickly as I can take him down, depending on our skill level and our determination. Okay? So see your opponent as a big chop of meat, and that you have to just cut this person into pieces, and it's just a big chunk, okay, that you're putting into whatever pieces and categories you wish. Don't look at him as like an enemy, and he's insurmountable and whatever. Look at him like a piece of meat. You need to chop the meat into what you need. So, we have our vertical center, we have a horizontal center, we have absolute center, and now we're going to look at our levels. The first level that we have here is from here to here, okay? That is covering everything on the head. The second level we have is from here until here, and the third level is from here until here. Okay? Now, why is it important to have these levels? Because every time that an opponent attacks me, he's going to be working on a specific level. Okay? Come for a number 1 attack, please. Now, number 1 attack, he is coming on level number 1. Okay? If I switch myself to level number 2, it's going to be a different game now. If I switch myself to level number 3, it's going to be a different game again. Okay? So we have to understand levels if we want to go to higher planes of combat. If I'm going to only fight this person on level number 1, maybe he is better on level number 1, like a boxer. Okay? A boxer fights very much on level number 1 and level number 2, but they never really reaches level number 3. Okay? Now, a Silat person maybe is fighting a lot on level number 3, but he's not very good on level number 1. So what we got to do is we got to make our opponent work for this fight. Okay? We're not going to give it to him easy. We're going to make him suffer. And how do you make him suffer? Is by working on levels and in places where he is unfamiliar. Okay? So, for example, if he comes for a number 1 attack, coming over, I'm going to switch down to level number 3, and I'm going to hook his leg. Okay? I'm going to hook it in, and I'm going to rip it up. Okay? If he comes for a number 3 attack and he's coming level number 2, I'm going to come over here and then go from level number 2 and sink in level number 3. Or I can go from level number 2 and work up to level number 1. Okay? So, the more that I change levels all the time, the more it's going to be difficult for him to keep up with me. Okay? Now, it is an amateur who does things like this all the time, because he's always fighting on the same level. You see, any good fighter, he's going to be fighting you 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. It's going to be changing constantly because he's trying to trick you. Okay? And he will trick you. Eventually, you will get hit. Okay? Example, I'm going to come here, level number 1, stop me with my level number 1. Okay? So I'm coming here. He thinks I'm coming from here when I'm coming low. Okay? Then I'm going to come on this side. Okay? Stop me. Okay? I'm coming over here. Same now, I'm coming low. He tries to stop me, and I come up high. I'm coming now level number 2, and I'm coming level number 1. I'm coming level number 3, and I'm coming level number 2 and level number 1 again. Okay? Now, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. It is higher level of thinking. It's like a chess game. You think more moves ahead, not only one. Okay? You're thinking more moves ahead all the time. And we sector the body, like I said, to put our opponent into pieces and not put our opponent into a gigantic, massive monster that's in front of us. No. I'm going for sector number 1, and I'm going to hook sector number 1 no matter what this guy does. I'm not focusing on him. I'm focusing on sector number 1, and I'm going to rip sector number 1 apart. Okay? That's my target area. Okay? So, that's just a little bit of combat theory for you now. Okay? So, use this when you're fighting. I'll give you some example techniques again. Come number 3. Okay? Now, come number 1. And I'm on 1 again. Okay? Again, now come number 5. cutting through. Okay? So those are different kinds of example techniques that you can use, okay, and that you can play around with, and ideas and concepts in your training. So now we're looking at lesson number 7. Now what we're doing with lesson number 7 is we're incorporating hard locks and soft locks. Okay? Within Silat Mubay, when we're talking about a soft lock, I'm talking about a technique, something like this. Okay? For example, I grab his arm and I pull him down like this, and then I cut his arm. This is a soft lock. I'm not taking him for a kill. Okay? I'm setting him up for some kind of a non-lethal technique. Now, a hard lock is going to be something like this. For example, I have his arm like this, and I turn him over this way now. Okay? And now from this position, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut his throat and whatnot. Okay? So I'm coming in for this, breaking this, and then coming through with this Kerambit through his throat. Okay? That would be considered a hard lock because I'm going in for a lethal technique right after my joint lock. Okay? Now, first of all, we're going to look at, in our empty hand combatives video, this is going to flow from the empty hand combatives video. Okay? We are going to be taking 4 basic locks. The first lock was just a wrist lock like this. Now, using my Kerambit on a wrist lock like this, as soon as I have this wrist lock, again, like I said, I can use both hands with my Kerambit. That's an advantage I have with it. Okay? I have this locked in here. I can use both hands this way. I'm going to knee him down, and I'm going to bring my Kerambit into him over here. And we can negotiate or we can die. Okay? So that is up to you on what level of force is correct for that situation. What do you think is correct? Okay? So, I'm not going to get into the technicalities of this now, okay? Because you get the empty hand combatives video, and it's very technical in the explanation, okay? Now, coming in, I'm taking this down, and I can take him from here. I can jab this inside, or I can just bring this over there, and I can use it in this position, okay? Or I can use it to control or whatever. So I'm employing my Kerambit at the same time while I'm doing this, okay? This joint lock. Next one is where I'm taking him over this way, okay? Now, we're going to do it the other side. I'm going to bring him over this way, and now I'm bringing my leg over here, and I'm sinking down and locking this blade. Locking the blade. Now, I loose my Kerambit. I put it over there, and I can pass it through and finish the job on him, okay? Pass it through his neck, finish the job on him, okay? Or, I can bring it over here, and I can contour cut here. Contour cut, okay? Or, bring it around this way again, and hook it into the mouth. And rip out the mouth. Okay? So, here, into the mouth, rip out, go through the cheeks. Okay? Number 2. Number 3, lock that we had is where we're swimming into the inside and we're snaking his arm this way. Now this one, again, I can contour cut over here. I can come for my takedown, this one, the monkey takedown, and then cut him when I'm going down. Okay? Or I can use this one, lock it over here this way, and again I'm jabbing the Kerambit inside into his back, okay, digging it in, alright? Or I can lock it over here and just plain cut this way. Or loose it inside of the leg, and I take out the leg, okay? So as soon as I have this here, knee him inside there, cut this, loose out the leg, loose the Kerambit, cut the leg out, and take out the leg, and move, disengage, okay? So, that's another option with that. That is number 3. Number 4 was where I'm taking him down. Come this side again. Number 4, I'm taking him down. Now, instead of me putting my arm here, I put my Kerambit here. And I take him down this way with the Kerambit at his neck. And again, I have this arm trap that we were talking about in the empty hand combatives video. Okay? This arm trap over here, I'm controlling control point number 2 at the humerus, and I have my Kerambit at his throat over here. Continue, cut, and into the armpit and cut through. The armpit, there's a big blood vessel there. I go inside, this is a lethal kill. Okay? So you can choose what level of force you need for each situation. I like cutting the face and the head for non-lethal approach. Okay? Because it gets through the message very quickly. I don't like leaving people and holding them and threatening. I like to cut something first and then let them bleed a little bit and then let them think about it. I don't like that, just holding him here, okay, don't do this anymore. No, I'm not his mommy, okay? I'll cut him up first and then now we can talk. Okay? So, that's the way to do it. Because remember, Silat comes after negotiations fail. I'm not going to whip out my Silat Mubay on somebody, hey, you don't like my ice cream? And I come here, okay? Or you don't like my class? And I attack you. No. This is after the negotiations have failed. This guy is a belligerent, hostile animal. I'm going to treat him like one. Okay? So, I'm going to cut his face. I'm going to cut him up first, even if it's in a non-lethal fashion. And I'm going to get the job done on him. Okay? So those are now some hard locks that we're looking at. Now, a couple of soft locks. These are just one-handed. I'm going to show you. Just grabbing the head, pushing it down. Okay, and we can swim in here like this, and we can control with this like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to cut here, or cut across the face like this, like here. Cut the ear. Okay. Cut the ear this way. Cut the face this way. Hook into the mouth. Anything that I want to do while I'm controlling this arm. Okay. Another one that we can do is here. I'm controlling this arm, bringing him down and cutting onto the bicep and into the shoulder over here. Cutting, contouring, cutting here, contouring the arm over here. Okay. So again, I come in, I grab here, pull him down, and then contour, cut over here. There. Okay. Like this. And then I can even back fist him with this right here, back fist him over here like this, because I don't want to kill him. Okay. Another one we can use, non-lethal again, where I'm coming in, I'm going to come in and I'm going to hook in the leg here. Hook in the leg this way, use my Kerambit, hook this, okay? Push that out. Salam. Now we're looking at lesson number 8. What we're looking at here is medium force partner drills. Okay. Now, I don't believe very much in medium force partner drills for advanced level practice. Okay. But it is something that we need to have for beginners. Okay. And it's something that we can use for developing sensitivities and things like that. Okay. For example, he comes with the number 1 just like this. Okay. I'm going to just pass this over here, and I'm going to come underneath. Okay. These kind of things is what I'm talking about with medium force partner drills. There's not much violence in this, okay? This does not simulate a real attack, but what it does is that it gives you sensitivity and reflex for a certain type of close quarter movement, okay? Now, in the higher level training, you will be looking at something like this. Come with the number 1. Okay? Now, you give me some kind of attack, I go in there and I finish you off, and I get that kill, or I get that capture. Okay, that's for higher level practice. But at the beginning and for slow, when you're, one of your tired days, your off days, and for real beginners, you can do these kind of medium force partner drills. Okay. Now these are the ones that I like to do. These come from Juru Tiga within Silat Nubai. Okay. Now he comes forward. Now first of all, we're going to the outside because we're going to the outside of the arm. I'm going to pass this over and go to the outside of the arm. Okay. Here. He stops it, passes over outside of the arm. I'm coming here. Now I'm using Lanka number 1. The empty hand combatives video will teach you Lanka number 1 in detail, but it's just sidestepping like this, sidestepping like this. Okay? Now I'm passing, coming here. Passes, comes over. Passes, comes over. Passes, comes over. This is just a close quarter, smooth, medium force partner drill. Nothing else. Okay? Now, this is another option that I'm going to do. When I get it in and I want to do it to some kind of technique now. When it comes in, okay, then I can come in for my technique. Okay, from the other side, come in. So, here, and I come in for my technique. Okay, then I get into more hard kind of attacking kind of counter-attacking and attacking techniques. Okay, and not only getting into just partner drilling, because it's a bad habit to only do these drills back and forth only, and never do real full contact and full speed partner drills and things like that. Full speed like partner attack and counter drills. Like for example, this is an attack and counter drill. And then I hit him like this. This is a full speed attack counter drill. Okay? I'm not planning what I'm going to be doing, I'm just doing it. Okay? So, the first one again, he comes in, over, outside, here. And then anytime you want to take it into a faster one, okay? And I have my takedown. Anytime you want to take it into something else, you can do it. Okay? It's just stay with this one from the beginning. Next one is in the inside. Comes in, inside. I'm going to stomp it, bring my blade around here, here. I come this way, he stops, brings his blade around, circles around. Stop, bring the blade around, I can cut this too, and bring it around. Again, we're using Lanka number 1 again. Anytime I want to continue, I can do it and continue into a full speed attack drill. Okay. Now, that is number 2, okay? Next one is number 3, I'm splitting it. Comes straight into my throat. I'm stepping out, my lanka number 2 this way, okay? I'm stepping out into the throat and pulling him towards me and cutting the throat with the backside of the blade here. Or, I don't want to go, I want to go non-lethal, I'm cutting across the face, okay? With this backside of the blade. Now, if I come in, comes in, pulls down, and goes, okay? Okay. Anytime I want to take it in hardcore, I can do it. Okay? So that is splitting. Okay, I'm going to split the entry. The next one that I'm going to do is a high and low. Okay? Now he attacks high. He attacks high. I attack low. 3 count again. Now I attack high. He attacks low again. 3 count. Yes. Now again. Just like that. Now, next one is rotation. Rotation is going to be any time when he's grabbing my wrist. Okay? Now, rotation, I'm going to take him in this way, like this. And we can do this back and forth, and I'm going to loose my Kerambit. Okay? Now again, the first ones are the best. This one you can play around with it. Okay? Okay, Salam. Welcome to lesson number 10. Now for our final lesson, we're going to be looking at a shootout scenario for real life, okay? Now shootout scenario, guy just walks in, boom, 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 boom. Can be a terrorist, can be a criminal, can be a psycho. Doesn't matter who it is. He just walks in, starts capping people, okay? Now what do I do in this kind of situation? First of all, my Kerambit obviously is no match for a pistol. Okay? And if he has any sense, he's going to know that, and he's going to keep distance from me and just keep capping people. So what I'm going to do in this kind of a situation, first of all, okay, I'm here with a whole bunch of people all around me, whatever. This first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get down. Okay? I want to create a small target for the person. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sink down to my lanka, okay, lanka number 5, and then I'm just going to get down here to my tiger biting position, and I'm going to release my weapon. Here. I take my weapon and I bring it out. It doesn't matter if the weapon can match his or not. The point is I have a weapon. Now, from this low position here, I can start to assess the situation very, very quickly and find out what I'm going to be doing next. Okay? So I'm low, I have my weapon, and I'm going to be thinking what the hell I'm going to be doing next. Now, again, I'm up. All these people are going to be probably getting shot, okay, or running away in confusion and craziness. Okay? I'll give you an example. One time I got into a situation with a verbal argument with somebody. The guy comes back a couple of minutes later, takes out his piece and starts capping. Okay? Now, that's real life. What I did, I took off. So that's why when people tell me somebody pulls a gun on me and you're dead, that's a crock of crap because I'm still alive. Okay? Now, the guy just comes in, boom, 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 boom. There's your 2 options. Option number 1, you're getting down onto the ground, you release your weapon. I don't care if you have a gun, a knife, a stick, you release your goddamn weapon. Okay, get ready to fight. Okay? Assess the situation, see what you're going to be doing, and then do it. If you can engage the person, engage him and kill him. If you cannot, well, what are you going to do? Okay? Try and escape the area. Now, let's say, for example, this guy's shooting people, okay? Or this guy's holding a gun towards me, point the gun towards me. The last thing that I want to do is stand here and start complying with him and saying what he wants. Maybe I'm going to say, okay, no problem, blah, 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 but I'm going to run. Okay? Now, as soon as I see that gun, I'm taking off. If I take off like this, he's just going to be shooting me in the back. If I take off towards him and try to close the distance, I'm going to see bullet holes from the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and flank him and go lateral, and then try and get to some kind of a cover, okay, like this. Cover is some place where he cannot shoot through. So I'm going to get to this kind of a position, okay, where I can have ballistic cover. So if he tries to shoot me, I'm protected by this thing, okay? And again, I release my weapon. Even if my weapon is not as good as his, I still have a weapon. It's better to die with one in my hand and try than to throw my weapon down and give up and wait for him to do something to me and wait in the good mercy of this psychopath. Now, this kind of a situation, like I said again, He puts out that gun. I see something. There's a whole bunch of people. He's not shooting directly at me maybe. He's shooting at everybody. Just randomly shooting. I'm going to get down here with my Lanka number 5. Get down, take out my weapon, and start to assess the situation and see what I'm going to be doing. This position is good because I can get up and run very easy from this position, okay? And I can crawl very well from this position. It's a tiger position, okay? For crawling, for attacking, for whatever, okay? Now, the second one, we said when he has the gun pointed towards me straight, okay? If I don't have my weapon on, it doesn't matter. I'm going to try and run, flank him this way or this way. Never go to the front and try and close the distance. Never run away and try and get away. He's just going to shoot you in the back. Flank him and try to get some kind of cover. This is not cover. This is going to take the bullets right through, okay? So I can hide behind there, but it'll just shoot through it, okay? This is cover. A big cement block. That's a nice cover, okay? So that's the kind of thing that I would be looking for. And whether my weapon is superior or inferior to his, I'm still going to have it, and I'm still going to have a fighting chance, and I am never, ever, ever going to give up, okay? Think like this, please. Okay. Now, thank you very much for watching our presentation here on Cruel Kerambit. This is from the Silat Mumbai fighting system. Now, I would like to say, first of all the techniques that we saw in this video, there are techniques used for brutality. Sometimes they look violent or whatever. Yes, they are violent. Yes, they are aggressive. Yes, we do use aggressive techniques and brutalize people when we fight with them because we want to win. We have to win. Because remember, we're the good guys. Okay? We don't go out to hurt people. Our silat is to protect ourselves. Our silat is to protect our communities, our countries, our religion. These are things that we are worth fighting for and that we are worth dying for and giving our life for. Okay? So remember this and use your silat in the correct way, the best way. And alhamdulillah, praise to God, maybe then you can do something good in your life with it. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, Emir Studafan, and I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.